is Sandy of Books to Huda and
Charish from The Motley News.
yes, and this year we have decided to go on the journey called NaNoWriMo.
Yup.
Yup, 50,000 words in 1 month, in case you didn't know.
And we're totally doing it.
Yes, we're gonna finish our manuscripts this time. We have been kind of turning this into Preptober, which is a thing that we didn't make up, but other people on the internet did, and we're glad.
Yes.
So,
Because I think the problem with NaNoWriMo is that you get super psyched to just start, and then you start, and then you have no plan.
right.
And so we've got a plan. We're getting a plan. What are you using to plan?
Well, so far everything that I'm using to plan Cherish has pointed me in the direction of, except for the YouTube channel called, oh god, I'm gonna mess it up, so I'll put it here because I don't remember it, but she was the way that I found out about Preptober. We independently found out about Preptober.
Oh, I think you told me first.
Really? But then I'd never heard of this person.
I found her according to the video you sent.
Okay. Her accent is wonderful, and
She's so cute.
She has great writing videos. So that's what I started with.
I found this young lady named Natalia Lee. And she has compiled a 30-page Preptober workbook for October 2017. And it's got lovely exercises to get you started on mapping out your 50,000 word novel before you even get started. And so Sandy and I have been working on it steadily.
Yep.
I'm almost done and I feel slightly better. You're kind of starting.
Yeah,
How do you feel?
At this workbook, I'm kind of still near I'm about a third of the way through, I would guess, because this is a workbook kind of designed for someone who has no idea what they're going to write, and I am planning to sort of revise / rejuvenate / rewrite my NaNoWriMo novel from 2015. Which, as we've been talking about for about the past hour, has a lot going on, but it's not going anywhere. So this is really helping with focusing and also our conversation, just because I have too many characters and nothing for them to do. So
yeah,
that's what we're doing.
I would recommend to all of you, get yourself a person on the phone, tell them everything about your plot, and just listen to their reaction and watch them ask like a whole bunch of questions.
It's been really helpful.
And I think in those questions you're gonna find loose ends or, unexplainable things, plot holes or what have you. But you've also thrown a lot of cool suggestions at me, even though it feels like I've got all of things planned out.
Well, I think because you have a structure ready to go, which is really helpful in just getting to the end of the draft.
Yeah.
I want to find a copy of, she has this book called Romancing the Beat. Is there a fantasy novel equivalent out there?
Oh, I hope so.
There should be. I've read so many stupid fantasy novels. Well, I've read a lot of good and stupid fantasy novels. And so I'm trying to write a good-ish one. So where is the equivalent of that? Tell me, internet.
But you've also read a lot of stuff and you have to be taking notes on that. That's okay to steal a little bit.
Right. I think I've got a thing where I want to own all the books about writing and read them all, and then I'll be ready to write my novel. No. I know that's not how it goes, but I think there's this feeling of authenticity or preparedness that comes with having read shit tons of books about craft, but it's still you in the page.
But you have to you still have to dive into it.
Right, you still have to actually write something.
Tell me about the books that you've gotten.
Okay, this one we both have. I'm working my way through On Writing by Stephen King.
Yeah,
and
I haven't started.
But you've read it before, though, right? Yeah, this is my first time through, and I've been reading it in my downtime at work. Hopefully none of my bosses are watching this. And I have literally been laughing out loud at some of his his comedic timing is just the best.
Stephen King is really funny.
Yeah, he's pretty good at writing, guys. He's written some books, you know. People know who he is.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying it a lot, and it's just helping me remember that writing is fun. Like, it's not just some torturous thing that you have to do.
Yeah.
So that's good. And then I went to Half Price Books on the way home from Cleveland the other day, and I really wish there was one around us, which it sucks that there isn't.
No.
Have you ever been to Half Price Books?
No.
It's the best. There are 2 in Cleveland.
Is it a chain?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a chain of, it's kind of like CD Exchange, but for books, where people take books in that they don't want anymore,
Yeah.
and you'll get like, you know, 10 cents for a book or something.
Right.
But you get to use it towards other books that they sell.
Okay.
And so their gimmick, or not gimmick, but pricing thing is that you pay half of whatever the original price of the book was.
Ooh.
And so almost, they have some new books, like really new bestsellers or something they have in stock, but most of their stock is gently used books.
Nice.
And so they had an entire section about writing, and this one I think I had found at Barnes & Noble before and had wanted to buy. Steering the Craft by Ursula K. Le Guin. She's a fantasy writer.
I have heard of her.
Me too. And
Yeah.
I haven't actually read anything of hers.
I have not either.
But so now I'm reading this, and it's kind of a creative writing class in a book.
Yeah.
And so I was reading this also at work when I was not doing anything, because there was nothing to do. And I've kind of marked the crap out of it, as you can tell, because there's a lot of good stuff in here. And then every chapter has a couple of examples and then exercises for the writer to do.
I love exercises.
This book might be for you then. And so I've just, rather than like, because I want to have them all in the same place, and so I just started writing in the actual book. And I think the book was kind of expecting you to do that, because there's enough space for you to do that. And so I'm going to try to do one a day. Or, I mean, there aren't that many, but I want to finish this before November gets here.
Now, does she deal with her own genre while she's teaching you?
Sometimes. A lot of it is just writing in general. The examples that she's used so far have not been high fantasy. There's Mark Twain, Gertrude Stein, and Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard. So she's an older writer.
Right.
So a lot of her influences are also older.
Right.
So, I mean, Tolkien is in here. So,
yeah.
But that's really the only fantasy name of the bunch. A lot of it's old Victorian people, which wonder why I like it.
Yeah.
You know. There's Jane Austen in here, Harriet Beecher Stowe, Virginia Woolf, Thomas Hardy, Charlotte Bronte.
It's good stuff, though.
Yeah.
I like Thomas Hardy.
So far I've found her to be, the parts that are in her words are really relatable, and there's a lot of really good, simple things that we all writers kind of know already, but it's really nice to have them condensed and I've written a couple of them out, and I'm making kind of like a reader inspiration board like you have.
By the way, I've converted my vision board, where I've had like fun quotes and pictures and recipes and shit tacked up to the wall. I've converted that into storyboard time. So everything is a note card of the different beats that are being used here. Hopefully that'll keep me on track.
Yeah, I would like to do that. I've seen people do that, where like they put up a bunch of Post-its on a wall, and each Post-it is a scene, and I'd like to do that too. So that's that book. And then the other one, so that one was like $7.50 because it was originally $15. The other one I had never heard of before, and I was just like, I like the title, and it's by a woman writer.
Yeah.
So it was $5, called Writing Past Dark, and it's about getting through writing blocks and just finding inspiration and things. So I figured, can't go wrong, really.
No.
And it's very small, so if it's bad, it's not that bad for that long, but I don't think it'll be bad.
I went ahead and ordered a couple of Amazon books last night because I knew the thing about romance writing is that when you're writing a ton of flirty, steamy scenes, you start running out of adjectives for everything.
One of the books at this place that I didn't know if you would want was the romance writing phrase book. I'm sorry, I should have bought it for you. Oh Did you order it?
I may have ordered it.
Okay, well that's good, but like, I was like, oh, Cherish might want this, but I don't know. This is so like, maybe she doesn't want it.
No, that's a huge problem. I ordered Thinking Like a Romance Writer.
Okay.
A sensual writer's source book.
Okay.
Of words, phrases, descriptions.
That sounds like just about the same thing then.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was literally like it was like tons of phrases of how you can say sexy things. Like, you know.
Instead of saying boobs.
Right.
Heaving bosoms and such, but you
Heaving
can't.
peach globes.
Yes, but you can't keep saying heaving peach globes throughout an entire novel.
Right.
And there's only so many times you can say throbbing member. So I ordered this. This will be coming Friday the 13th. This will be coming via Prime. I also ordered another romance type novel, sort of. I think I ordered 2 phrase books. I don't know
One
why.
of them might be the one that I looked at.
The romance writer's
I think
phrase
that's
book?
literally it. Yeah,
Okay.
so good thing I didn't buy it.
So I ordered 2 because you never know like how stumped you'll get.
Right.
That's kind of my resource. And then I've got my own smutty books that I refer to just so I can get an idea of pacing, character descriptions, and stuff like that. My plot will be my own, but you know, along the way I'm gonna need some help. So
There is a book that I want to get that we saw last time we were at Barnes & Noble about creating fantasy worlds and stuff.
ooh,
But it's written by Orson Scott Card.
who's that?
He wrote Ender's Game, and he's really loudly anti-gay. And I don't want to give him any money.
Ooh.
Like, I'm in turmoil. I don't know if I should buy. It's not only by him. It's also by 2 other people who I don't know anything about.
Oh.
But I want there to be like a guide to fantasy writers by women. But I don't know if that would exist. So
I don't know either.
maybe I have to write it. Maybe that's what I should be doing.
No,
I don't know.
Don't do that right now.
Wait till I've written a book.
Yes.
Yes.
Later. And that's really difficult because I think women have only been busting through this and getting critical acclaim for fantasy
Recently.
only recently.
Yeah.
I mean, before that you had Ursula, you had Octavia Butler.
Right.
And they kind of paved the way, but...
That's kind of it. I mean, I'm sure there are people we're forgetting, but,
Yeah.
you know.
But in the last 20 years, I feel like it's jumped off into something huge with, you know, J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
And everybody is spilled forth with cool, interesting ideas. There should be a women's guide.
To writing fantasy.
A fantasy guide written by a lady.
Yeah.
And because it's still very male-dominated.
Yeah, that's...
Sci-fi, speculative fiction, fantasy, it's still kind of a boys' game.
Yeah, so Margaret Atwood and Ursula and Octavia Butler sadly can't join. But, I mean, all of those ladies should, like, write essays and make them into a book.
Oh my god.
That'd be great.
Please let her know if that's out
Yeah,
there.
if that exists, please tell me and I'll buy it really fast.
Yeah.
Do you think I should buy that book anyway? Like, I don't know. I just... Should I buy... I'm thinking maybe I could buy it used and then I'm not giving him any money. I'm giving money to the person who already gave him money.
Is he dead?
Probably not.
Oh.
I don't know. His stories are good. That's the problem. He's
Is
just
it like a
jerk.
guide?
Yeah, it's a guide about here's how you, like, here's a thing to think about when creating a fantasy world, here's how to create races, here's how to create all this stuff. Like, it looks like a really good guide, and that's, I mean, and he is only 1/3 of the authorship, so I'm kind of like, I don't know.
So what's the thing that my friend Melissa always says? There's no good consumption in a capitalist society.
Okay, that's true. I should really,
And
I'm
so-
being too picky about this, maybe.
And so if it's helping you get to the place where you can get and then hopefully usurp shitheads like him.
That's true. If we use the patriarchy to fuck up the patriarchy, then maybe it's okay.
I don't know if Audre Lorde agrees with using the master's tools to dismantle the house, but sometimes you have to.
Right.
I think we do all the time. Just get it.
Okay.
I won't tell anyone.
Okay. Only the internet knows, it's fine.
I won't tell anyone. But yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Just do it.
Okay.
Get your shit together.
Right,
by any means
I need
necessary.
all the help I can get writing this book, and I guess it's up to me to take his advice with...
And then make it so gay.
It is so gay.
Okay.
It is, yeah, that's how we win here. We take his good advice...
And then just...
And fix it.
Turn it upside down.
Yeah, we use it in a way of which he would not approve.
That's right. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I will buy
Fuck him.
Yeah, screw him.
Sandy and I have already been working on these character profiles. It's like, I'm gonna say
They're
like
awesome.
8-page,
Yeah.
10-page character chart for fiction writers. It's from the epiguide.com.
I have mine around here somewhere. There it is.
Okay. epiguide.com. You'll put a link in, right?
Yeah, I'll put it here. I never remember to link things in the below box, guys. I never do, but I'll put it here.
Creating more work for you.
No, but like I'll do it when I'm editing. I'll be like, oh yeah, I said I'd put something here, so I'll do it because I'm moving my hand, and then I never put it in the box. I never do it because I don't remember.
Well, you'll do it this time
I will.
because this is,
It's so
even
helpful.
though it's been super in-depth and very exhausting.
It is.
We have been mapping out characters in a very cool way. You've got names, of course, obviously, like physical characters, physical attributes, where they're from, their religion, their hopes and their fears.
Yeah,
You're basically creating a person. It's Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's really in-depth. Like, so many of these things are blank for me because I hadn't thought of them before. And I was like, oh shit, my character is really one-dimensional. I should probably fix that.
Yeah. I'm just like, how much do you need to know about my girl?
Yeah.
Like, get off my back about it.
Right.
Long-term, short-term goals. What's stopping her? I'm like, I don't know.
The patriarchy. That's always the answer.
Every time. Proudest accomplishments.
She won the spelling bee when she was 8.
And I feel like that's what it's like to be a writer. Is that Noah?
Noah's here. Texas Bama!
Hi, babe.
Hi!
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt your...
No!
Patriarchy.
Keeping us down.
So, yeah.
But I might keep you down, but I don't want to interrupt your video.
Thanks. But I guess that's basically what a writer has to do, is become the god or goddesses of their novel and just be creating all of these things. And it's hard work. And it doesn't get done in 7 days.
No. It takes 30 days.
It's gonna take us
Yeah, it's gonna take
come
a long time.
hell or high water, 30 days.
This is the first time I've ever tried to write something with a partner. Like, I mean, we're not helping each other write,
Accountability.
right, we're accountability buddies. And that's really, I think, gonna make a difference because there is a added, like, if I don't do it, then I'll have to tell Charish I was lazy and I didn't do it.
I'm gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll keep each
What
other
will
from being
Sandy
too
think?
lazy. Yeah.
No, I agree. And a friend of mine on Facebook got wind of all of the Instagram posts that I was doing and was like, hey, you're doing romance, I'm doing romance too. Do you want to exchange stuff, read stuff? So I think it's probably good to have some type of community. At the end of the day, you are writing by yourself. You have to. It's a lonely road, but it would be nice to have people in your corner while you're doing this.
Yeah, it helps keep you excited. I mean, I heard somewhere once that you can't tell anybody what you're writing about because then you will lose the motivation to write it. And so I have like tried not to do that, but I feel so energized from the past hour and a half. Like,
Yeah.
what have I been doing that for my whole life?
Yeah. It's true. No, I actually have felt in the past that if I talk too much about it with Noah, or my friends, that I will lose the verve, and I've talked myself out of it for some reason.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, it's also very helpful for somebody outside of your perspective to say, I don't know if that works, and have you tried this, etc.
I think you have way too many characters.
Sandy suffers from way too many characters, and I only have 2 characters.
Do you want some of mine? You should write Henry into your story.
Maybe I will.
Yeah, he could be the underage bartender.
And I'm desperately trying to figure out, like, who are my secondary characters, and I keep calling them background, which I think is a little disrespectful because I'm creating them too, and they deserve a place in my world. And so I need to think of them as just like, hey, you're there, but not always there.
Yeah, maybe they don't need the 8 sheets worth. Maybe they just need the 1 sheet.
No.
Where is this 1 sheet? Yeah, I mean, this is a character profile versus like a character soul map. And, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's the difference between the Preptober workbook character thing. I think that is probably good for your secondary.
Yeah, it's
auxiliary characters.
It at least creates a Polaroid picture of a camera, or of a character. Whereas this, you know everything about that person
inside and out.
Yeah, I don't know if I could even fill this out about myself.
No,
you know, like
that's the crazy
so
thing.
Much on there.
There was like, this is getting into the heart of somebody who's not even real, and I don't even know if I know myself this well.
Like,
oh my god.
Most significant childhood event? Who knows that?
I don't know mine.
Yeah, just
are you gonna do family stuff? Are you gonna do like family trees? Do you need to talk about their lineage?
I was going to in my previous draft where there was, you know, everybody with the other 10 characters that I didn't even tell her about. But now I think it's maybe for me, maybe we should set each other some guidelines. Like my guidelines should be don't make anybody else up.
Okay. No more characters.
Stop making up characters, make up events.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll be for me.
I think we have the exact
opposite. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have a really, like, she has a whole story planned out. It's great. I enjoyed it very much.
But it's just the 2 of them.
Yeah.
And there's no man is an island. And no 2 people should be an island.
I think in the kind of story you're writing, it's important to stick to the 2 main characters, but having them interact with some other people. Right.
To show what they're like as sociable humans.
Because it's unrealistic that the only person they're going to interact with is their romantic interest.
Right.
You know, and their previous romantic interest.
Right.
Yeah. So create some, maybe we could give each other homework.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, we can check in next week. Okay, good. Yeah, and you already get an A. I give you an A already.
Thank you.
Yeah. But maybe when you go to like order a coffee somewhere or at a checkout counter or something, take mental notes about that person and see what you can use for a background character.
Okay. That sounds like a good idea. I need to be modeling people after real world experiences.
Right. I mean, you don't have to take everything about them, but just maybe like one thing that you can then work from.
Balloon from.
Yeah.
What's your homework?
You
need more help with
I need event
page number
oh, maybe this page that I stopped at, narrowing it down. How telling is that? I did not fill it out.
Just empty.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say finding premise.
Finding the premise, yeah. See, this is what that page looks like, which all of this has stuff underneath it. I think what I should do is like do an archaeological dig and get a premise that is, what, do you want a paragraph premise of my book? Do you want an abstract?
Oh, like a blurb?
Yeah, like, do you think that would help me, or, I don't know, I'm giving myself homework from you.
Yeah.
But, okay. Control freak!
I still have to prep class for tomorrow, and I think that's the same homework that I'm giving my students in my 490 class. Yes.
Okay.
An abstract. I think maybe you need to work on page blurb.
Page blurb. Yeah, okay.
Back cover blurb. And I would like you to work on page find the premise.
Finding the premise, yeah. Yeah, condense the premise. Stop trying to write every fantasy novel ever written.
And I'm still working on the back club cover blurb. I've had
That's really hard to say. Yeah.
back cover blurb.
There you go.
Because elevator pitches are still so very difficult for me. I spent maybe 20 minutes explaining to Sandy beat by beat what would happen.
Yeah, but I mean, it was
I need it
great.
to be condensed.
You need a condensed, so...
Because that's what people are going to be reading on the
Right,
back.
yeah. So we could both do that. I mean, come up with a...
I'm going to, yeah.
Yeah, come up with, not a thesis statement, but whatever the novel equivalent is of that.
Back cover.
Yeah, the back cover blurb for our novels. Should we promise to tell them next week our back cover blurbs?
Yes.
Okay, we hereby promise, Internet. We'll tell you our back cover blurbs next week.
Swear to God, we'll do it.
Oh, God. Hello, my other camera cut out, so we're just gonna finish on my iPhone because why not? So we were saying what we'll do next week.
You're gonna go buy some supplies for... What do you need?
I need a folder because right now I've borrowed a manila folder from work and it's terrible.
Yeah.
And things fall out of it. So I would like a cute, possibly Wonder Woman themed folder.
Or you can get one of these.
Yeah, one of the, I mean...
You slide the thing in the thing.
Right. Anything that encapsulates paper would be good.
She recommended in her video printed on nice, durable paper.
Okay.
And like, I don't have that.
Cardstock.
Pens, note cards.
Yeah, I do have an Amazon order. I also have an Amazon order coming in. I don't have any, I mean, I have one book, the Blade Runner novel.
Oh.
Do Androids Dream of Sheep because I saw both movies and
Okay.
I'm into it. But I also ordered some highlighters, so that'll be fun, which I can highlight my many writing books.
That's a good idea. I think I might need some highlighters too. Somebody on my Instagram was talking about colored note cards.
Yeah.
I might need to get on top of that. Target trip, Office Max, something.
Yeah.
We'll get it done.
Yeah. So we'll come back with a small office supply haul next week.
Yeah.
Yay! Woo! Okay, so thank you very much. If you've stuck around till the end, let us know if you're writing something. And
Please, yes.
see you again soon.
Yay! Good luck! Are our lips like super purple?
I mean, it could be wine. My tongue is wine. Oh, should we do a thumbnail? Okay.